Hello, good people of YouTube, Mountbatten here. And today, well, before today's video, actually a little announcement, and that is, well, for those of you that don't know, I live on the Gulf Coast. And if you haven't been following the news recently, there's two hurricanes in the Gulf. First time that's happened in, well, I think ever. And they are both set to slam into the region that I live in, well, within I think 24 hours of each other. And well, that's not exactly great for me, meaning that I'm probably going to lose electricity and very likely going to lose internet. And for those of you that are viewers of the Wednesday and Friday night live streams, you do know that I do have a generator that often likes to pop on one of those nights and just charge its battery. So I will have electricity, but it's very unlikely that I'll have internet. Shoot. I'll be surprised if it stays up through Wednesday. So the Wednesday night live stream, I'm going to try and make it happen. But if I don't have internet, I can't do anything about that. So that's going to happen. So the Wednesday night live stream may not happen, and the Friday night live stream may not happen as well. Being the last time we had a little storm come through here, it took them like 4 days to get the internet back up and running. So I have prepared for that, however. Meaning that, actually, after this video you watch, every single video has been pre-uploaded and set to go live at the normal time. However, I have only made enough to cover this week and I think maybe Monday of next week. So if my internet's not back up, there may be a gap in videos until, well, internet comes back on. Now, hopefully I've made enough videos that will cover that time period, and many of these videos have been made quite some time ago. I always keep an emergency video into just on standby in case of situations like this, and they're normally just replays and such. So yeah, if you see a lot of replays over the next week, that's why. But hopefully internet goes down and comes back up mighty fast and you guys won't even notice. But just wanted to let you guys know, just in case you're wondering why all of a sudden there's a ton of replays on the channel, or if, well, we get to next week and there's no video on Tuesday. But anyway, let's get started with today's video. So, the title of this video is, of course, please Wargaming, let this mode stay, and of course I'm talking about 3v3 ranked. And oh my god, have I been having a ton of fun in this mode. For those of you that don't know, it is what it sounds like. You have 3 ships on your team, 3 ships on the enemy team, and you guys just go at it. And it has been a ton of fun, and honestly some of the best fun I've had in the game in a very long time. And man, it's been a blast. It's just nutty and very quick paced. It's not, and there's nothing wrong with the pace of the game. That's one of the attractions to it. It's a much slower paced action game. You have a lot more time to think and plan out your strategy. And don't get me wrong, it's not like Call of Duty fast paced, but it's a lot quicker than the normal game. And it's been a blast, guys. I've been rotating back and forth between Palmer and Siegfried and Georgia. And it is just so much fun to just get into the cap and get fighting right away and get in all those close range knife fights. And of course, if you're using something like the Palmer or the Siegfried, they excel at that. So it's been a blast, and man, it's been fun. So anyway, what's good about this mode is that, well, first off, it actually reminds me of For Honor. Those of you that haven't played For Honor, it's kind of the same thing sometimes. 2v2 and 3v3, like medieval fighting game with a, well, kind of a fantasy twist, but it reminds me of that because you do really have to depend upon your team a lot more. But also on the flip side, you can also carry it's much easier to carry in this mode, in this ranked season than the last ranked season. I mean, God, if you tried the last ranked season, you know what I'm talking about. It was pretty bad. But the maps are much smaller, and it's a ton of close-in fighting, and there's not a lot of downtime in the matches. It's just like you make contact with the enemy team, and well, in the next 4 to 5 minutes, one of you is going to win, one of you is going to lose, and it's been a blast. It's a lot more, not as what's what I'm looking for, not as heavy in the punishment, since there are a lot more irrevocable ranks, meaning that I think I'm down to rank 6 now, and I think it's every 2 ranks is irrevocable, because normally it's rank 12 is irrevocable. I think rank 5, no, rank 5 isn't irrevocable. I think after rank 12, I think that's it. I think one season rank 5 was irrevocable. But anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. There's a lot more ranks you can just fall back to and not go on those humongous losing streaks like last season. I got down to rank 8, and down there you need 4 stars to advance, and I think from rank 10 down you need 4 to advance. And I went all the way back to rank 12 in one friggin' session. It was terrible. So that can't happen this season, and whew, that is a huge relief. Granted, you aren't really playing for steel or anything. I think they're just giving out like signal flags. I think you get a bit of coal if you rank out, but I mean, I don't care when I'm having this much fun. And the teams they're still important, but like I said, it is easier to carry your teams, but you still get guys like these two that I ran into that for some reason were sticking in the rear of the map for most of the match, and they came out when either I had taken out 1 or 2 ships, and the last ship managed to take out the second guy, and it's just these guys hanging out in the back that were left, and actually they got their crap kicked in, and then whatever. So you still get the odd teammate that doesn't understand that in a 3v3 mode you're kind of supposed to kind of just go for it, because first off, the matches they're only 15 minutes long, which I haven't been to many that's been past the 8-minute mark, so there's that. But I don't know, people still think that they want to sit in the back, camp, farm damage, try to save that star, but yeah, I don't get why you're still using that mentality in this game mode. You really just slam the W key, forget that the S key exists, except when dodging torps, and go for it. But anyway, the thing I would like to see, I would love to see this implemented into the base game. It's a fantastic mode. I said this about 1v1 too. It would be such an easy mode to just add to the base game, and I don't see why they don't. We've been asking for new modes for, I think, ever, really. Arms Race has been out, gone through I don't know how many iterations of testing now, and that mode still isn't in the game. And I can kind of get it with Arms Race because you gotta balance the buffs and stuff and the rate at which they spawn and all that jazz. But this, along with a 1v1, would be super easy to implement. And oftentimes when they do these ranked sprint seasons, they normally are doing it to test out new modes and stuff, but it's been kind of sad how many variations of game modes and stuff we've seen in these ranked sprint seasons that kind of go nowhere. I mean, we had that period where I think we had back-to-back Arms Race ranked sprint, and I thought Arms Race was a blast, and I figured after they tested it that close back-to-back, we would see a standalone Arms Race mode, and then I think the April Fool's Day was kind of like an Arms Race slash spawn on the other side of the map from your team type of deal. But yeah, it would be refreshing to see this get added in the game as a permanent mode. And I mean, after the mess that was the last ranked season with just so many just subpar teams, and then after this Clan War season, which quite frankly has been a little disappointing, and kind of just the same issues that we were seeing happening in Season 9 has happened in Season 10. And then the increase of blowout matches and random battles too. All that just starts to just wear down on you. And for me, for sure, that's been happening. My will to play the game has been dropping a lot over the past couple of months. And that's why I said a couple of weeks ago that I'm not playing this game exclusively anymore. I've started to play more games rather than just World of Warships, but this mode's a blast. I'm having a fantastic time playing it, and of course it does cater to my play style. The very aggressive pushing into the cap, just getting into the brawls all the time, getting those secondary batteries going. It does cater to that, and that is a huge reason as to why I'm enjoying it. But just adding this in to the game in its own mode would be a humongous plus for the game. It would be the game's first new mode in years, and that alone would be a tremendous addition into the game. But yeah, guys, I'm having a blast with ranked sprint this season. I'm kind of sad that I'm getting very close to ranking out, which means I can't play anymore, but hopefully it'll take me a little longer than the time I'm projected to rank out at this point. If I keep going at the rate I'm going, I'll probably be ranked out the day after I record this video, if my internet's still up, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I'm loving this ranked sprint season. I just wish they would add into the game so it would stick around so we could keep enjoying it for quite some time. And of course there is the argument that if they do add in another separate PvP mode that isn't in the random battles rotation list, of course, that would kind of hurt the numbers for random battles, because again, World of Warships isn't exactly the most played game. It's a very steadily populated game, but you know, the numbers have gone up with the lockdowns and such. But you know, once Corona goes away, the numbers will probably drop back to what they were beforehand. But they could also just throw it into the random battles rotation. It's 3v3, and that's divisible of 24, I think. Because you could divide that up. Yeah, you could do that. So it'd be easy to do, I would think, to either put it in its own mode or just throw it in the random battles rotation. You know, throw everybody a 3v3 round every now and then. They're so fast too. I mean, it's not like you're going to hold up a lot of players for that long in this mode, but it would be a wonderful addition to the game. I hope they do it. Wargaming, if you're listening, please, 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 pretty please add this into the random battles rotation or in its own separate mode. Anyway, guys, that's my spiel on 3v3 for at the moment. Loving it. Hope you guys, well, if you haven't tried it out yet, I would strongly encourage you to try it out, especially if you have something like a Palmer and a Siegfried or a Gear. Those ships are doing fantastic and ranked. I've seen a lot of runes too. They seem to be really doing well with their torpedo charges. But anyway, guys, hope you're having a wonderful day. If you like the video, make sure you drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 20,000 subscribers. We just passed 16,000. I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Again, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope to catch you guys in the next one.